When does your LLC not protect you? If you're tuning in today, you're probably starting to ask questions or thinking about, what are the limits of my LLC? And here's the truth. An LLC is not an absolute firewall to personal liability. It is a great step. There's usually other steps and other things that need to be involved to get the best of the best protection for yourself and your other partners, co-owners, family, etc. So there's certain things that we can talk about that are risks to LLCs. We won't be able to cover all of them in this video, but I do want to give you at least 3 high points that you can think about. Number 1 is veil piercing. At some point, somebody may attempt to get through your LLC to you individually, get to your personal assets, right? This is very tempting where the company doesn't have sufficient assets for a liability or a judgment. So the answer becomes, let's go after the personal assets of the owner or owners. And what they'll do here is, based on a multi-factor test, which will be based on either case law in your state or statutory law. I think I've now seen some states try to move this into a statutory scheme. They'll start looking at how did you operate the business? Were you treating it like a business? Did you have a separate bank account? Were you clear about people were contracting with the business versus you personally? Did you use the LLC name? All of these various factors. And what will typically happen is a judge or jury will reach some type of balancing decision on whether that LLC is to be respected. So veil piercing is one huge concern, and it means setting up a good LLC, having good records, and having just clean operating history to make sure that you're minimizing the chances of veil piercing. Number 2 on our list is owner involvement. And now for a lot of small LLCs, this becomes an issue. If you're a one-person LLC and you are doing everything, and you are delivering everything, and you're interfacing with all the customers, what a lot of people don't realize is even if you're doing that on behalf of the LLC, you're still involved, which means you may have liability. Let's say there's an accident with the company vehicle delivering goods. In that case, most likely you're going to get sued, the driver, for negligence, and the LLC is going to get sued too. So there's many cases that come up where individuals are directly involved in our business, particularly in smaller businesses. So it's harder to insulate against that liability when you're actually carrying out the action for the LLC yourself. You start getting a lot more protections with your LLC as soon as you get that first employee who's out doing things. Now you have a lot more firewall. But in the early days of these single-person, single-member LLCs, a lot of times what we see is the owners doing everything anyway, so some of the liability shield is not going to be there. And number 3 is guarantees. Almost always in a newer business, newer LLC, newer corporation, anybody that's lending you money, signing a contract with you, maybe even a lease, is going to ask for a personal guarantee. They're going to say, we want you, the individual, you, the owner, to tell us you're going to pay too. So they don't want to just look at the credit and assets of the LLC. They want to look through to the owner. And this may seem innocent to you. It may seem like a standard form when you're signing it. But these things can become very important later. So you got to watch those personal guarantees. Where are they? How many are you signing? What is the extent of the liability? So there's 3 big areas where you could potentially have liability even within an LLC or a corporation. Of course, there's others which are beyond the scope of our video today. We do talk about liability protection, corporations, LLCs on this channel, so I hope you subscribe, pick up more tidbits. If there's specific things you're interested in, questions, comments, but remember they're not confidential, so don't put anything in there you don't want other people seeing. For those private one-on-one conversations, reach out to an attorney of your choosing, licensed your jurisdiction that can help you get the help you need and talk to you on that private basis and maybe enjoy the benefits of attorney-client confidentiality. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. Hope you join me for another video soon. I'll see you in the comments if you can join me down there.